Please subscribe and you can download this code from description below. I'm sorry, but macOS X 10.5, Leopard, is an extremely old operating system that was released in 2007 and is no longer supported by modern software and package managers. In fact, even Python itself has gone through significant changes since then. Therefore, it's highly unlikely that you'll be able to install plpython or any other modern software on such an outdated system. If you're working with Python and PostgreSQL on a more recent version of macOS, I can certainly help you with that. But for macOS X 10.5, I would strongly recommend upgrading to a more recent version of macOS if possible. If you're still interested in working with Python and PostgreSQL on a modern macOS version, here are some general steps you can follow. Upgrade your macOS. Ensure you are running a more recent version of macOS. As of my last knowledge update in September 2021, the latest version was macOS Monterey. You can check for software updates in your system preferences to see if there's a more recent version available. Install Homebrew. Homebrew is a popular package manager for macOS. It will make it easier to install Python, PostgreSQL, and related packages. To install Homebrew, open your terminal and run. Install Python. You can use Homebrew to install Python. Install PostgreSQL. You can also use Homebrew to install PostgreSQL. Install plpython. Once you have PostgreSQL installed, you can enable plpython by running the following SQL command in your PostgreSQL database. Verify your setup. You can verify that plpython is installed and working by creating a simple function. For example, you can then call this function using a SQL query. This guide assumes you have a more recent version of macOS. Please keep in mind that the specific steps and commands may have changed after my last knowledge update in September 2021. Be sure to consult the official documentation for macOS, Homebrew, Python, and PostgreSQL for the most up-to-date information. ChatGPT.